Hey Capricorn, welcome to your reading. For those of you that are new, this is an energy channel. And so as an intuitive, sometimes what Spirit shows me is not going to be traditional. So just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. It is just a general, it is not a personal reading. If you would like a personal reading, you can find that information below or at MindsetUnicorn.me. That is where you can find out all of the information about me. Okay, so let's see, Spirit is wanting to get going here on you. We are doing a soul path reading today in the extended over on Patreon. Again, link down below or MindsetUnicorn.me. I will be looking at a more traditional reading, okay, but Spirit wants to go this way, so this is the way we're going. So, some of you have put the emotional energy out there, perhaps with this last moon energy, trying to create something new. And you're very passionate about this. Whatever this new energy is, you are very passionate about it. It could be a collaboration, I'm getting for some. Spirit wants you to really go within to this wish, right? Really delve into this wish, into these emotions, because that's where really the deep answers lie. Okay, I don't want to run over Oscar's ear, but he's not giving me much space. So let's see what's going on here for you. And they're giving me a little asthma, which is one of my signs from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. On somebody needs to hear this that's coming. Okay. So what you are dealing with right now is foundational, earth. Okay, it's the wish, card 17. It is about this wish, the foundations of this wish. Where is this wish coming from? What is from the past here? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. The holy mountain. So you did climb through some massive karmic energy. And you may have felt there's an energy here of angel number 77, like you were at a standstill. Okay. Underlying the sweat lodge, it wasn't easy, but it was a completion for you. Okay. It was something that you needed to take this task on. It was necessary. And they're singing to me, hungry like the wolf. You may have just heard that recently, and that's your sign. But it's almost like this howling at the moon, like, why won't you let me be done with this already? And I think you're there now. Okay. So in the past, the lesson here, what am I most afraid of losing? Okay. So you were afraid of losing something, but you still wanted to rid yourself, right? So as we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was to make room for something that will be. And I do feel like this is what your reading is about here today, is that you're at a point in your soul path that you are letting go of what was and you're opening up to what will be. Today's mantra: I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Very beautiful. So where are you now, Spirit? Very foundational, okay? Does my life have room for more pleasure and play, right? You're opening up a door for a brand new energy here. And some of you are questioning if you actually have created this space, right? For happiness, for joy, for love, for playfulness, for enjoyment. And I feel like you have. Okay. Tell me what you were afraid of losing, but you wanted to rid yourself of anyway. Thank you, Spirit. It was a big ending, death. Okay, Scorpio energy. I also sometimes feel a little underlying of Capricorn there. But it was opening up that upper heart chakra, which meant that you had to leave behind the old aspects of what you thought from the heart, because now you were coming at it from a higher level. Okay, this could have been family energy for you, 10 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. And it could have been that something, person, place, or thing, awakened this fight within you, right? To take this on, to ask for more, to say, right, like, I deserve more. I deserve happiness. Because you were very loving. Like, I feel like you came into this very, very loving, Queen of Cups. So why did you turn into the Five of Coins? Right? Why did you find yourself in this state where you covered yourself completely up, to where you couldn't be who you are, where you felt alone and isolated, and where you couldn't even communicate, because communication turned into a need to protect myself, right? I think you knew that you needed something new in your life. So do you have that room yet? Have you made that capacity? Have you created that capacity through the healing here? Four of Cups and the Hierophant. I think you're in it. You're in the mix of it right now. With that Four of Cups and the Hierophant, you are doing the work and start learning to love yourself. Okay? 10 of Coins, but you're coming at it from a different angle, right? I'm not the doe-eyed male or female like person that I was when I started my journey. And I realize now that there are aspects that I overlooked, red flags that I overlooked. I'm looking for, hey, you, no. I'm looking for some green flags now, right? I'm looking for some things that are supportive. And for some of you, that could be the work. Okay, that's the Ace of Wands, where you're actually doing some physical work. Maybe you're making your own business. Maybe you are learning a new trade, right? Don't let this become that 10 of Wands, because I feel like Spirit's getting ready to send you this King of Cups here with this underlying energy. And you could very easily overlook that because you're still looking towards the past and why didn't I see this? Why didn't I know this? Right? And I think that because you didn't really understand a lot of what you were going through in the past until you were on the way out of it, that you kind of carry that like a burden. And so if you keep looking to the past, you're never going to see this cup that's coming in for you. Okay? Really beautiful. So what else here, Spirit? Yeah, again, Two of Pentacles here. I do feel like you felt in death, that you felt like you were being juggled or being pulled back and forth. Spirit says that's the truth. Okay, Ace of Swords. And you knew with the full moon energy on this card that this had to go. This feeling has to go. I cannot continue to feel like I am being drugged back and forth, especially you were mainly, I feel like, in your mind being drugged, right? And as a Capricorn energy, you may not like being in your mind, right? Like you want that concrete foundational energy. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Feel like you're taking that truth, you're cutting yourself free. Six of Wands. Learning to work with others. But it feels, again, very base level. Again, 10 of Pentacles, right? Because I don't want to repeat the past. I keep remembering that 10 of Cups is the way I handled it in the past, and I don't want that, so I'm going with the 10 of Pentacles, right? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You could have felt like you were, again, that's part of that energy of the death that I was feeling earlier, where you felt that you gave too much of yourself to something, which allowed you to not have the ability to give to yourself, right? Five of Wands, I think that's part of the lesson here for you, is that you're right, you have to put that oxygen mask on yourself first. I feel like somebody's banging their head against a ceiling here, really impatient to find out what you're up to and what you're doing and where you're going. But you are moving into a very nurturing energy. And so even without knowing it, I'm getting chills in my Kundalini energy. You are, by releasing and making this room, you're pulling in a soul contract, which is a very higher heart chakra contract here. But you have to, 8 of Cups here. Be ready to really let that go. Okay? And let that 10 of Cups come back in. Okay? And I'm not saying the 10 of Cups, whoever this was or whatever this was in the past, I'm saying the idea of letting the emotions come back into your life as a blessing. Okay? So what else here, Spirit? Yeah, you do deserve love. You're lovable. I do feel like whatever soul contract is coming towards you, it feels like you've met before if you haven't met them before. And it is a beautiful energy that does bring you up into your head a little bit. Okay? You could have already met this person for some of you, and you're getting to know each other. Just, again, basic through friends. But very soon, you're going to have to decide, do you want this or do you not? Right? Because I do feel like this person is going to make you some sort of an offer. And you may feel like, I can't get into that love, but it is safe for you to open up your heart. But again, I feel like you're so focused on your finances and your career that some of you are saying to me that you're just not ready for this. And that's okay if you're not. If you're not attracted to this because you haven't healed, though, then I'm feeling a little tingling in my fingertips. Some of you are fearful of getting into a relationship where there is touch. Okay, and I feel like that's something that you can work on and something that you should talk to somebody about. And maybe it just starts with getting comfortable with, you know, going once a month or every few weeks and getting a massage, right? Some of you are just fearful of that sort of interaction. And if you are female, working with a therapist that understands trauma, if that's what it's from, or male as well, I shouldn't say female, the heart space. If your heart space has been damaged by trauma, okay, yeah, work with someone, definitely, right? Allow someone to help you work through that. For women, okay, there are special things that you can work with, like there's dilators and there's pelvic floor therapeutic devices. There's a lot you can do to help you get beyond that sort of trigger response and that sort of pain. Okay, maybe a little TMI for some of you, but I feel like somebody needed to hear that. Okay, so you are raising the bar here, right, on love and relationships. And you're like, I require 100% full honesty, transparency, no bullshit. Okay? I get that. But requiring someone to have this level of excellence and going after their purpose the way that you do, right? Like, again, you're treating it like work. Like, you've got to meet my goals. You've got to beat my goals. That's very much in your masculine energy and not in your heart space of the feminine energy. And the goal is to get to that energy of the Hierophant, that Tarian energy, where we are aligned in the healthiest way with our feminine and our masculine energies. Okay? Yeah. Have a little more humor, right? Spirit wants you to play a little bit more. Play and pleasure. Give yourself the freedom for that. And don't make it about winning or being first. Okay? Spirit's like the competitive nature. They're like, you gotta let it have a break. Okay? This is not a competition anymore. What does the universe want to add here, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse with the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Coins. There's a part of you that feels that you're giving away your love. But I think you're doing it a lot in the mind and not when you're doing it in the actions. It's coming about very bland, very, again, transactional. Okay. Oh, here, let me get that door. Okay. Spirit wants you to look back on the end and why you now have this feeling that it has to come in this perfect sort of box. King of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Knight of Wands. You're saying you want a King of Pentacles. You're saying you want somebody you can grow old with. Somebody that will take care of you. Somebody that you can take care of. You're asking for someone that is so opposite of you. And they're going to come in very, very passionate. And I think that that's going to be a trigger for you. And that's where the challenge comes in, where you start looking both ways. Ooh, is this for me, right? And then you focus back on the work. Yeah, this is definitely sacral energy. You need to let your inner child rebirth here. Okay, and you need to remember here that I love that this is a bridge for you, and they're talking about death in the downloads that I got about this symbol from Spirit, was that this druid tree for death and resurrection was about healing generational energies, and it was used for tools. It was also a little bit toxic, but it was also used for plant medicine. So it is about that journey into your sacral, and why do I feel this way, and what does my inner child want of me, and getting rid of the toxicity. And the branches grow into the ground so that the tree is still alive after the tree dies, right? This is a way for you to connect the bridge, the past to the future, so that you feel like you're ready to move and the past comes in. But that's that emotional whirlpool that you have to complete, that you don't feel like you can. And that's why you're in this very masculine energy. Okay, it's all me, myself, and I, sort of an energy. Thank you, Spirit. I release fear of the unknown. I can move forward with energy and enthusiasm. There's the asthma, right? Release the fear that the past is going to repeat itself. Okay? That may be all that you've known up to this point, which is why you may need to do more work on yourself. As we love and experience grows, the conscious of my sacred spirit evolves. So you have to have that love. Okay? So let's close it with an oracle, and then I'm going to move over to that extended. Okay? Yeah. High Priestess, you know that this is about moving forward. But you're very fixated on the outer senses, I feel like. But there's that wolf again. The wolf energy that I saw earlier of, right, howling at this moon. Like, why am I still here? You're not actually. It's just the way that you are addressing it. Okay. So I hope that this helps you. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your week. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. All right? Much love, guys. Bye.